Welcome back. Like every Tuesday, it's time for us to get to some women in sports. As of last night, the final four teams in the college basketball tournament have been decided, and all but one of them are the one seeds. Last night it was UConn who came out victorious over USC. This was a matchup many were looking forward to, but after USC's star player Juju Watkins tore her ACL earlier in the tournament, this game wasn't as close as many were expecting. UConn's win was anchored by their star player, Paige Bueckers, who had her third straight 30-point game. Also last night, it was Texas who came out on top of the TCU Horned Frogs. It was a long time coming for Texas, who was playing in its fourth regional final in just the past 5 years. But this is the first time since 2003 that the Longhorns are heading to the Final Four. And it's all going down this weekend. On Friday night, UConn will face the #1 overall seed, UCLA. The Bruins, by the way, are looking for their first ever championship. And this Final Four appearance is the first in program history. But before that game tips off, it's the defending champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on Texas. The winners will face off in the title game this Sunday. But once the confetti has fallen and the tournament is over, all eyes will be turning to the upcoming WNBA draft. And on Friday, Paige Bueckers confirmed she will be declaring for the draft this year. Paige is presumed to be the #1 overall pick, which is currently held by the Dallas Wings. Now, we still don't know if LSU junior Flau'jae Johnson will declare for the draft or if she'll stay in Louisiana for her senior year. If she does go for the draft, she's expected to be one of the top overall picks. But the really shocking draft news broke yesterday. Notre Dame guard Olivia Miles was presumed to be one of the top draft picks this year. In fact, she was projected to be the second overall pick behind Paige Bueckers. But yesterday, Miles not only revealed she's returning for another year of college basketball, she's also entering the transfer portal and could leave a Notre Dame team that dominated this year. It's a move college basketball analysts say completely changes the landscape of this year's draft. And speaking of the WNBA, one of the league's most iconic players will soon see her jersey hanging in the rafters. The LA Sparks will retire Candace Parker's #3 jersey this June in a game against the Chicago Sky, who she also played for. Parker spent her first 13 seasons in LA, winning MVP twice and leading the Sparks to a championship in 2016. Parker was also the 2008 Rookie of the Year, 2020 Defensive Player of the Year, and 2016 Finals MVP. And 1 week from today, Caitlin Clark will return to your screens on Netflix. She sat down with Indiana native and former late-night king David Letterman for a new episode of this show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. The episode drops on Netflix on Tuesday, April 8th. And we have one local lady on this week's Midwest Technical Institute Score Standout list. Bella Duncan of Morrison pitched herself a 30-strikeout game, which ties a school record. And then if that wasn't good enough, she immediately followed it up with a 19-strikeout, hitless, perfect game and a home win for Morrison. You have until tomorrow at noon to cast your vote. All you got to do is head over to our website. Each week's winner will be featured on Off the Cuff.